Yeah, we're gonna have to like find some better gear because we are taking too much damage in that area. Like ideally it's like just don't get hit, but it is very hard to do that in this game. Nathan controls about like a forklift, so it's not ideal. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and grab ourselves a decent piece of armor. Now, like there's two good places we could get armor. One is from fighting the devil that's in the hallway in the observatory, and the other one is from fighting Lilith or Lilum, which you get in the clock tower, which is the next thing up. So we're gonna try and fight Lilum. Now this is like super rare armor though, unfortunately, so this is something that we'll like grind it out for a little bit here. If it doesn't drop, it doesn't drop. So worst case scenario tonight, we fight Dracula without beating the battle arena. Best case scenario, we beat the battle arena and fight Dracula. So right now we're gonna have to like stick it out a little bit. But anyways, so the plan is after Circle of the Moon tonight, I'm gonna be playing a round of probably Death Smiles, and then I'm gonna be moving on to Death Smiles 2, which is a lesser known sequel to Death Smiles. And a lot of people don't like it compared to Death Smiles, but actually like it better than Death Smiles, which makes me weird. I understand why people wouldn't like it, that said, just because it's not as original as what Death Smiles is. Death Smiles has something fairly original going on. Death Smiles 2 also... The other big thing is Death Smiles 2 also removes... they take away the like original visuals that they went with. Basically, the original game had like pre-rendered visuals, which... that was lucky. Had pre-rendered visuals, kind of like Donkey Kong Country, for example, or Super Mario RPG. But what the sequel does is it just does actual 3D models. And personally, like a lot of people are like, oh, I want the original like model. I want the original sprites. But when you're getting into pre-rendered sprites, the thing is the thing with pre-rendered sprites is that it's still basically 3D models. It's just that you've saved out individual frames of them. And it's like... Alright, so this is who we have to fight. It's like, at that point, you might as well just use 3D models if you can. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit of a fight, I think. Because... oh my god. Okay, we might have an easier way of doing this. This might actually be easier with a summon. Okay, activate. There we go. Is that gonna work? Okay, that worked. Alright, so we'll go back up here. We're just basically gonna go in and summon this thing a bunch of times. So I hope everybody has something interesting to, like... There we go. Might be better summon for this. I should try some other ones. Oh, that's cute. Not very good, but cute. So if this enemy drops the armor that she carries, it is fundamentally the best armor in the game, so at that point the battle arena should not be an issue for us. Not quite. Just barely kills it. I did, yeah, unfortunately. Also, I should, like, max out my luck. Alright, so, let's see. Luck ring. What else gives us luck? Miracle armband. Star bracelet. Anything else here give us luck? Rainbow robe. Rainbow robe. Alright, so. This is a good example of where the summon cards are really useful. Did we already fight them? Yeah, okay. And this is basically like, well, trying to get Saturn, this is basically what I kind of figured out. Is it's like, resort to summon cards, it's just easier. Ooh. Not that good. There's a few things I picked up, so that... Ooh, jeez, that's really not good against her. Oh. I don't know why it did so much damage at the end. It's one of those things that, the thing I need to keep in mind is, like with some games, sometimes it's like the reading up and like research of the game that's a lot of the fun. That's like something that I've noticed over the years is, like there's certain games that I just really enjoy because you look things up and you like research things and it's like, oh, I didn't know about that, and then you go and check it out and it's like, oh, that's cool. And this is one of those games that's kind of like that because there's so many little secrets. Ooh, well, that's a thing. There's so many little things in this game that's easy to like overlook and miss out on. This one seems pretty good. Might as well like clear them all out though. Anyways, yeah, so if anybody has anything they want to chat about, just like give me a heads up, because this is gonna be a little bit, I think. Oh, wow. That wasn't really doing that much damage. Oh, that one seems pretty good. It's something, ideally I should have 2 luck rings for this, but, well, here we are. That didn't kill it either. Ouch. This is what happens when I try and fight things that fly in this game. There we go. This is why I'm using the summons. Oh great, let's try Thunderbird. Thunderbird is what I used against Saturn, and it worked really well. So. Okay, yeah, Thunderbird's the way to go. Thunderbird is routinely the best thing. That's interesting, Steve. Didn't know about that either. I did know Lilith and Lilim is like, I knew there was like some kind of connection, I just didn't know what it was. Which is interesting because in this game, Lilim is like a harder version of Lilith. It's like a much tougher enemy. Anyways, grinding it out in Castlevania on Halloween night. This is a thing. Maybe we'll get lucky. I think the drop rate on this is like obscenely low though, which is unfortunate.